What is up, you crazy cobras? How are you doing this fine evening? Today or tonight, whichever you're watching, whichever time you may be watching it, I'm gonna make a brand new burger recipe for YouTube. This is gonna be called the Groovy Cheddar Bacon Cheeseburger. Now, if you've been following my channel for a minute, you should know I do crazy random cooking videos. I got 8,060 subscribers, which is most definitely what's up. So this burger's for you and for all the fam and the peeps out there watching the video tonight, today, tomorrow, whenever. Oh yeah. And if this video makes you hungry, well, then I did my job. I got a plate for the bacon set up. I'm going to cook that first, so that way we have some grease for our sandwich buns. Yeah. So if it's cool with you, see what I did there? I made a pun. We're going to make another dank ass burger. If you like the cooking videos, then please subscribe for more. It helps the channel grow. I got the situation with Etsy figured out. They changed a couple of their settings and added some more. I should be getting my money Monday, so I do apologize for blaming Etsy for any of it. They didn't send me an email saying they changed a bunch of shit, so just a mild misunderstanding. It happens. I made a video talking about that on Facebook Live earlier while my phone charged up. And now that my phone's charged up, we can get this cooking video on the run, yo. Turn the stove on to 8. Let that sumbitch heat up. If you're on a diet, don't watch this cooking video because this is going to make you hungry. That's the thing of it. If you're on a diet, you got to have a cheat day. Otherwise, how are you going to stay motivated? You know, it's a reward system for doing good on your personal goals. To start off this recipe, I'm going to wash my hands after I set the camera down, and I'm going to need some bacon for the first part of the recipe. You don't even know, YouTube. This may be really, really good, and it may not. Of course, we're about to find out. This could be the tastiest burger I've ever made, or it could be like a complete effing disaster, but we're about to find out. Alright, so we're not going to need our other plate for just a minute. But a smaller serving plate will definitely do. This will make transferring the delicious bacon to our pan, to our sandwich, much, much easier. Wash the hands real quick. We'll wash the spatula off too before we start cooking. Dry my hands off right quick. I'll be right back, YouTube. Now you can make delicious food real easy. It doesn't require a whole lot of, We got some Black Label thick cut bacon. Of course, doesn't matter what kind of bacon you want to use for your burger. I just like to use thick cut bacon because thick cut bacon is delicious. And I'm going to take a couple pieces here. And we're going to make smaller pieces with it. This to make it easier to stack on our sandwich. Grab 2 pieces of it, tear them in half, make 4 pieces. Alright, there's our bacon in the pan cooking up, looking delicious. I want to add some seasoning to it, which is totally optional. But we're going to add a pinch of Tony's and some of that Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. Here, this is how this is going to work out. We're going to take our lid from the Tony's container and pour a pinch of that Tony's in our lid, and then pour a little bit of that Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning right there. We could also use it to season our beef, so why not put like a little bit extra. There we go, we get a nice even amount of both seasonings. This will be the seasoning for our burger and our bacon. Go ahead and very lightly sprinkle it on there. See what I'm doing? Just a very thin. That's the perfect amount of seasoning for that. You might not need all of this seasoning, but it doesn't hurt to have a little bit extra. The bacon is looking like it's just about ready to be flipped. It's all good. And there's one piece flipped. Piece number 2. Number 3. Now, piece number 4 is being a bit of a bugger, but we'll get it. Boom. Now, we're definitely going to need this grease for our bread. Guess while it's cooking on the other side, I'm going to take our seasoned mixture and do what we did before. Give it a light coating. And you could use salt and pepper, whatever you want, you know, a little bit of seasoning, not a whole lot. I'll season both sides evenly. The bacon does smell pretty good. Now, getting the stove turned on to an 8 will get the burger cooked a little bit quicker without, you know. You definitely want to make sure your bacon's cooked all the way through before you put it on top of your burger. That's just food safety 101. And this is looking like it's just about there. If not, it's already pretty much there, but we'll give it a little bit longer. But not too much longer, because this is looking just about there. Of course, now that there's grease in the pan from the bacon, it's much easier to flip. And when you're cooking bacon, you definitely want to make sure you got a nice coating right there. That bacon is just about done, son. Oh yeah. I've got a plate right here. We're going to put it on. And this will be a plate for our bacon, which is done. Start plating them up. Now, if you want to make a bacon burger, you're definitely going to need some bacon. And because it's called the Groovy Cheddar Bacon Cheeseburger, we definitely need some bacon up in here. So now we got all 4 of these pieces cooked, plated up. I'm going to set that to the side for just 1 second. Now we're going to need to make a beef patty that we can put on our burger. But before we do that, let's toast up our buns. I have another loaf of bread, so I'm not tripping at the moment. Grab 2 slices. Right. We got our bread right here, and this is how we're going to toast our bun. We want to stick it right there in the pan. Right there in the pan, just like that. With all that grease from the bacon, that's going to go in our pan. Just like that. Now, if you're going to toast your buns, this is how you do it. This is where we're going to need our sandwich plate. So that way we can set this down more properly. Make some room as we go here. That sizzle you heard is all that bacon grease being cooked. All that delicious bacon grease being cooked into our bread. Let's give it a flip. Oh yeah. Flip. Just right. You seen all the grease and the gristle and the bacon grease toasting into our sandwich bun? That is beautiful. And having it turned down to 8, it don't take long to cook up. This will add some flavor to your burger. This is why I toast up my bun before I make the sandwich. But we are making a Groovy Cheddar Bacon cheeseburger, YouTube. I cannot wait to try this. That looks done. Yep, that's toasted beautifully. Rock on with your bad selves. Alright, this is going to go over here for now. And the reasons why it's called a Groovy Cheddar Bacon cheeseburger is because we're using Cheez-It Grooves, newest edition, loaded cheesy taco. Yeah. They didn't have the regular cheddar version, so I guess we'll go with these. I tried looking for it in the store, could not find it, but that's alright. I'm sure this will taste just as good. But normally if you can find just the regular cheddar Cheez-It Grooves, yeah. I'm sure it'll taste fine just the same. Go ahead and sit it down, the camera. Now we gotta make our burger patty, so I wanna go ahead and squeeze out a nice fat dollop. And there are different ways to do burger patties. I mean, you don't have to form them by hand. You can buy them at the store frozen. And if you go to Walmart, for instance, they offer frozen beef patties, and they're already formed. But this has a little bit more personal touch to it, so I'm going to take our beef patty. I'm going to form it by hand here. Squish it down. Now when you're forming a beef patty, try not to put any tears in it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, you know what I'm saying? But trying to make it look pretty enough to where it's not going to tear when you go to cook it. Yeah. There's our patty right there. That's looking pretty good. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Now we're going to take our seasoned mixture And we're going to season the top of our burger patty, just like we did with the bacon. Let's get a close-up of that burger patty. Put the seasoning on it, just like that. The Groovy Cheddar Bacon cheeseburger. I'm going to go ahead and open my window. It's getting a little smoky in here from the deliciousness. There we go. I'm not going to need the stove for too much longer, just long enough to cook up this burger patty, YouTube. Because everything else will be done with a microwave. I do love the smell of beef, don't you? It's a wonderful, wonderful smell. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to give that a flip. And I'm going to run over here to our seasoning once again. Give it a light coating. There we go. But the whole block's gonna smell like beef and bacon. Yeah. Cooking the cobra. I'm going for a nice medium rare myself, so I'm not going to cook it for too much longer, but long enough that it'll get cooked. I just did that for a second to cook all the seasoning into the bottom of it. Let's go back over one more time. Let it cook for a bit longer, but not too much longer. Yeah, that's looking good. There's a little bit of pink, but it's not too pink. Slide that on there just like that. Turn off the stove. I'm gonna set the pan on a cold burner, just like that. Now this is gonna be set over here for just a second until I address that. Now if you take it, excuse me. Take a cold, wet washcloth and all that grease that's baked onto your stove from cooking earlier. You can literally take off 95% of it just by using the heat and the friction. Yeah. This will make cleanup a little bit later 10,000 times easier. That's, you know, it's a little extra step to take. And when you're making burgers with bacon, that's a lot of grease splashing all over the place. Chihuahua. And you want to be very careful when doing this because that stove is a hot son of a bitch. Alright, so now that we got our burger, let's add some bacon to it. Here's our bacon. We're gonna put it on top of the burger patty. Crisscross X. There you go. You make an X with the first layer and then a cross with the second layer. There we go. Alright, so now that we've got our bacon cheeseburger, let's... Wait, where's the cheese? Hold on a second. We have some of this shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Go ahead and get this open. Now, we're going to set this top bun to the side, put it on top of our candy container for a second, so we can address this burger more properly. Now, what I'm going to do now is take this shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm going to put it on top of the bacon, YouTube. And we're going to melt it in the microwave so the cheese gets all gooey on top of the bacon. It's a bit thicker than that mozzarella that I normally use, but I like to use shredded cheese for a burger just because it melts a bit better. You get more of a cheesy pull with it. Of course, you could use sliced cheese too, it don't matter. Sliced cheese would probably be a lot easier to pile up on top. I'm going to squish that down a bit so it's nice and flat, so we can put more cheese on top of it. And every time I pile the cheese on top, it spills off the side because it's solid. It hasn't gotten all gooey and delicious yet. Of course, it's already delicious even before being gooey. I'm just saying. Put a nice little dollop of cheese right on top of that son bitch. Oh. There's chunks of cheese that just do not want to stay on, but I wish they would, please. There we go. There's definitely enough cheese to cover the bacon and the patty significantly once it melts. Try to sample that sharp cheddar. That's good. Oh yeah. That's good cheese, man. Try to put like a little bit more on top. This will give us a nice cheesy puddle on top if we melt it. And rather than get a bunch of cooked on cheese stuck to my frying pan, it's just easier to melt it in the microwave. Some people are like, oh, why don't you just toast the cheese on top of the bun? Well, quite frankly, because I could do that, but like I said, cheese would melt off the patty. Cheese would melt off the patty, and then it would cook onto my pan, and it would make cleaning up my pan a ruddy nightmare. So, the way I see it, melting the cheese on top of the bread in the microwave is much easier. Okay, so here's the cheese on top of our burger. Yes, please. I'm going to take it over here. We're going to stick it in the microwave. Give it about 44 seconds. Do somewhat short bursts, so that way we don't overdo it. We're gonna need something for our top bun. Hold on a second. We got some easy cheese, sharp cheddar cheese whiz. Oh yeah, this stuff is awesome. This is where our top bun comes into play. I've had the cheddar version. I have not had the cheesy taco version. Let's go ahead and give you the general. I'm going to check on that real quick. Let's go for another 34 seconds. Give it another 34 seconds or so. These aren't the cheddar ones I was hoping to find, but they are Cheez-It grooves, so. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I've had the bacon cheddar ones, I've had the original cheddar, and now I'm trying the taco ones. These are pretty good. Let's give it a look. Oh yeah. Seen on YouTube, this is what we're looking for. Let me just show you a close-up of this cheese. Look how it melted in a nice gooey puddle right on top of the burger and the bacon. That's exactly what I was going for. But now we need to address our top bun. Where do you think this is going with this? Well, we're going to need 2 layers. So right on top of our gooey cheese, we're going to put some of this here cheese whiz. And this cheese whiz that I'm putting on top of the already melted cheese will help it stick better together. Yeah. Look at all that cheese on top of that burger patty. Doesn't that just look artery clogging good? So on top of our burger patty, well, we're gonna put some nacho cheese Doritos and some easy squeeze cheese. One. And sometimes less is more, YouTube. 2, 3. So I think 4. Nope, yeah, 4 chips is the perfect amount. This is starting to not want to stay on, but there we go. We'll make it stay on. Let's stack it just like that. Boom. Now I want to crush the Doritos down so that way you can make room for our top bun, which, you know, our top bun needs some of that squeezed cheese too. So I'm going to take the squeezed cheese in a can and I'm just going to go around and pile some of that cheese on top. I'm going to put a little bit on top of the Doritos. This will help the sandwich stick together just a little bit better. That cheese whiz is going to be our delicious food, like glue that keeps it together. I don't know, for all my 8,000 plus subscribers, does that look nuts or does that look nuts? Wouldn't be a Groovy Cheddar Bacon cheeseburger without some of these Cheez-It Grooves. And you can use whatever flavor of Cheez-It Grooves you want. I happen to have the loaded cheesy taco. I was trying to grab the cheddar ones, but I think they were out. And it's easy to see why they were out, because these things are quite delicious. So now I'm going to take a couple of these Cheez-It Grooves and I want to squish them on top of all that gooey, delicious cheese in a can. Just like that. That's definitely enough. Let's have one more squizzle of these and see how they do. Yeah. The taco ones aren't too bad. I was trying to grab the original cheddar grooves, but yeah, that's all right. Now that we got our sandwich almost together, let's crown it and flip it. Of course, we may not even be able to flip it, but we can at least pick it up Oh, fuck, that's hot. Now this is beautiful because the bun is actually intact. It's not falling apart. But it's very greasy. So now that we got our sandwich done, let's take it over to our testing facility. Go and turn the light on here so we can see. Now I'm going to bring it over here to cool off a bit before we sink our teeth into it, just because. But yeah, that burger came together pretty good. I can't say I'm complaining too much. Looks like it'll be a fun challenge to eat. Didn't go the blah 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 blah. Didn't go stupid crazy on the seasoning. You know, so I'm gonna sit it right there for now. Let it cool off and do its thing. Well, I'm not gonna lie, YouTube, this burger looks and smells pretty fucking amazing. The Groovy Cheddar Bacon cheeseburger. Using nacho cheese Doritos, any flavor of Cheez-It Grooves crackers you want. Some Cheese Whiz, some sharp cheddar cheese, some bacon, some burger, and some delicious, delicious bread. Yeah. I get to sit back and admire it. Kind of, I'm 316 it right now, and ooh, that looks good. What do you think, YouTube? Would you eat it? I'd eat it. I'd eat it all day. That just looks, excuse me, that just looks stupid unhealthy. We're talking artery clogging. Your doctor's gonna hate you for eating it. You're trying to lose weight, but it ain't doing shit for you kind of burger. And this is what happens when you stack your burger, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get, there we go. Yeah, the cheese in the can is definitely holding it together. That was definitely a good call on my part. Plus you got all that gooey cheese on top of the burger, you know. Boom. If you like the crazy cooking videos, subscribe for more, because these cooking videos are off the top, crazy, random. Yeah. I know my last cooking video, you're like, why the fuck would you put chocolate covered cherries on a burger? Because I can. My next burger is going to be a burger involving some blueberry covered with chocolate candies. Oh yeah. We'll think of a crazy name for that burger when the time comes. But for now, let's focus on this delicious Groovy Cheddar Bacon cheeseburger. There's so much cheddar cheese on this burger that I don't think it's going to make much of a difference what flavor the cheddar groove is, you know. And who knows, it might be good, you know. But this is how you make a dank ass sandwich. I'm just saying. I'm gonna let it cool off a bit so that I can pick it up and eat it. Now, if I had my own restaurant, I call it Cobra's Cafe, and I have Coke and Pepsi products. I would have 44 beers on tap, and as well as hard liquors and what have you. I would serve dank ass burgers, dank ass pizza, dank ass French fries, and dank ass nachos. There'd be a burger of the day, and it'd be like a mixture of, like, if Fuddruckers, oh, what's that one? Yeah, Fuddruckers is good. But that one burger restaurant with all the Looney Tunes memorabilia, yeah. Like if that and Spencer's had a baby and that baby grew up to be a burger chef and they turned it into a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if I had my restaurant, I'd follow everything by procedure. And I'd have my burgers planned out for a week. I could do like 2 to 3 different burgers, each week. And then have the burger of the day. You never know. But here's the thing of it. Making the burgers at home is a great way to sharpen your cooking skills. It also shows you what you like and what you don't like. Like, okay, you know what? I like this on a burger. This works, but that, not so much. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie though, that burger does look pretty good. My mouth's watering just looking at it. I'm like, dude, what monstrosity have I concocted? And just in case it gets a little drippy, I got a bigger plate for it, just in case it drips a little bit. I got the Juan money issue resolved. We should be seeing some Juan money Monday. Yeah. Chilling out on a cool Saturday night. Making a delicious bacon cheeseburger. Holy fuck, dude. Pardon my French, but damn. That thing looks massive. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Whew. I'm going to finish this cigarette, take another drink, and we're going to get into eating this delicious bastard. I can cook other things like pastas and what have you, but my primary focus on my channel is pizzas and burgers. Because pizzas and bacon cheeseburgers are pretty easy to make and they taste good. And you can do different combinations with them. Just about 50 minutes long. Excuse me. So 50 minutes long, that's not too terribly long. Just about. My cooking videos usually are an hour long anyways, but if it's what's for dinner. This is the part where I set the camera down so I can eat. I'll lean it against my cup so that way you can get it on camera here. Let's take one final look at it before I devour this beast. Get a nice 360 of it. I am kind of teasing you with it, just a little bit YouTube, but I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that burger came out pretty solid. All that gooey cheese is gonna help stick it together. It's still a little bit warm on the bottom, but it's hot enough that it's still fresh, but cooled off enough I can pick it up. And look at that, the top bun and the bottom bun are in one solid piece. All that grease from the bacon and the burger patty is pretty much absorbed into the bottom bun. So I want to pick it up like I just did, just like that. We'll get into eating this right quick. What is that my taste buds are tasting? Oh no, that is just, that's pretty good. Take a couple more bites though and see how it do. It's definitely dripping grease. Got some of that grease on my thumb here, but other than that, here's a cross section of this burger. Do you eat top bun first to bottom bun, or bottom bun to top bun? Nah, it doesn't matter as long as you eat it, right? But yeah, there's that cross section right there, YouTube. That is just massive. Well, son of a bitch. It's kind of falling apart just a little bit. But it's just the crust. Which this definitely turned out a lot better than my last burger. My last burger was pretty good, but this this delicious bastard right here. A perfect amount of seasoning. I could have seasoned the buns if I wanted to, but I didn't feel like it. And I'm glad I didn't season the buns, because seasoning on the patty and the bacon was plenty. Yeah, this burger's pretty good. Would recommend, you know, great for all occasions. You got a girlfriend coming over and she's never seen nothing like this, I guarantee you that. But if your girlfriend likes cheddar cheese, she likes bacon, she likes snacks like chips and Cheez-It crackers. And I guarantee you she'll like this. You know, this is also great for family dinner night. I don't think you'll hear too many complaints from anybody if you make something like this. You know what makes me laugh about vegans? On the real note, your bacon cheeseburgers are killing the planet. Okay, so if cow farts are bad for the ozone layer, wouldn't it make sense to kill them for beef and for milk and all that sort of thing? I mean, you want to talk about bad for the environment? Do you know how much byproduct and waste is created from making vegan food, which has no taste, is insanely expensive, and it lacks a lot of things your body needs. Other than having a lot of delicious flavor and grease, this thing has solid protein. Okay, this right here is high calorie solid protein fix. I'm just saying, have you seen what vegan food does to the environment? I mean, when the factories produce it, and they want to give us shit for eating a bacon cheeseburger. Get the fuck out of here. No disrespect. You know, I'll eat my bacon cheeseburger, you can eat your tofu, whatever the fuck you want to call that. Yeah. The burger patty's not medium rare like I hoped it would be, but it's at least cooked all the way through, so at least none of it's burnt, so I'm definitely not complaining. I'm taking my time to savor this because yeah, I definitely serve this in a restaurant, that's no lie. You get this greasy, bacon greased chew from the sandwich bun. Then you get this delicious meaty chew from the bacon and the beef. And then after that chew from the bacon and the beef, you're hit with a blast of flavor from the cheese, the chips, the Doritos. And then you got that gooey cheese from the Easy Cheese can in the middle, just coating everything so beautifully. That gooey cheese from the can is definitely a nice touch. This thing is pretty massive. And taking my time to finish it, it's definitely a filling burger. My hands are definitely covered in grease, but it's not dripping, you know what I'm saying? Which is good. Nothing wrong with a burger that drips grease, but if it's so greasy that it just down your arm, you know what I mean? that bottom bun is pretty much gone at this point. It's nothing but top bun and a little bit of meat. Yeah. Excuse me. This burger was good, full of flavor, filling, delicious heart attack on a bun. That's what this is. Mmm. And of course, if you want to save yourself some time on this recipe, you can always get your patties pre-made, which makes it a little bit easier. Oh man, YouTube. I am definitely full. I mean, you see how shiny my hands are? That's from all the grease. That's no lie. I'm gonna put this plate in the sink and wash it off. I'll be right back. Got my hands washed, plates washed, dry them off, drop the hands. And now we've saved quite possibly the best for last. Not only is it a brand new cooking video, but we're also doing a drink combination. And I got just one thing to say, man. If you have anyone in your family that cares about you, appreciate them. Because there are some people who don't have that. If you have just one friend that cares about you and actually respects you, appreciate them. Yeah. Let's call this drink combination a malt shop. And you'll see why here in a minute. Been a week with lots of ups and lots of downs, but we keep on trucking along because that's how we roll. Now, this drink combination is not for kids, so if you're doing this for dinner, then, leave at least one of the ingredients out for the younger ones, but this right here is Chi-Chi's Mexican Mudslide. This is made with rum, and it is exquisite. Here's to winning the lottery one of these days, huh? You never know. Life is full of surprises. Now, some people are probably wondering, won't that curdle? If you're mixing Coca-Cola with Chi-Chi's Mexican Mudslide. I wonder if Goku's wife makes this stuff. See what I did there? I made a Dragon Ball Z reference. Chi-Chi's? Yeah. But in that same copper cup, we're going to mix half a cup of this Mudslide. A toast to getting my wand money on Monday and continuing to use Etsy for my wand business. It was just a very mild misunderstanding. Now that we poured the Chi-Chi's in there, let's add some of this stuff. None of the products I use in this video are sponsors. This is just free advertisement. Then again, it might not curdle too bad, but we'll see. I put half of it in there. It curdled a little bit, but not too much. It curdled just a little bit, but not too much. Hold on a second. It kind of foamed up. It kind of foamed up like an A&W root beer float almost. Dude, if you mix this with some, yeah, that's good. If you took some vanilla ice cream and some root beer and some of that Mudslide, you can make a pretty bomb-ass root beer float. Oh, it curdled just a little bit, but yeah. I don't mind. I think it tastes good. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. That burger was good. That drink combination, washing it down smoothly. I'm not going to drink all of this in one night. That's just unnecessary. I can always save some for tomorrow. You already know what's up, YouTube. Doing a strange drink combination and a strange burger to boost my subscription count and give you cool cobras something to watch this fine weekend. Nope, you gotta be 21 or older for this drink combination. I don't even want to think about the calories I'm consuming right now. My tummy is full and it is happy. It's saying, bacon cheeseburger. I'll be gathering sticks for another batch of wands Monday. Another awesome cooking video is coming to a close. Oh, yeah. So yeah, shout out to my family, a shout out to my friends. Shout out to my fans. Hope you all having an awesome kick-ass weekend. And fuck the haters. That's a good drink combination, but the curdling might throw some people off. And some people can't do the curdles. It's just a texture thing. I get it. You know, but yeah. Don't be in a rush to be 21 and older, because it's all downhill from there, baby. If you're going to drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes, at least wait till you're old enough. It's much easier on your life. Getting a minor in possession is not good. Well, I'd be a lying sack of shit if I said that burger didn't hit the spot, because it definitely hit the spot. Well, I want to finish this here drink combination in my cup and leave you cool cobras with it. Oh yeah, it was that good. Another hour-long cooking video, but that's alright. It's a good drink combination, but the curdly texture is throwing me off a bit. Anyways, tubes, thank you for watching. I'll catch you cool cobras later.